And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
Motion man left is Kirk. Stroud off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Now it's Mixon running right. A solid stiff arm. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 26 yards. And the Texans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Everyone's seen this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Geno now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to Jeanty on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Geno. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to say, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the out route, incomplete. That's Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 28 yards. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
But I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. On the zone read, a give to Ginty. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Over. 18.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Stroud sets up the play action. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Texans 14. Raiders 10. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And the Raiders have got him. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. We'll let this go deep for Collins. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mix it up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done when they drew it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 49-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. Man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
There we go.
Smith now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A 50-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And just shutting him off there. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Smith. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fairbairn good with an extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Mostert, and he drops the ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw, Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Smith. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And down inside the 15 he goes. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the Texans first down. First and 10.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 10-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Smith going to move him around. Gino now to throw. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now they'll audible to something else. A shotgun snap for Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Now Geno. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Smith going to try and run with it. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Genty. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Back at the 6-yard line.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans team. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
49,
Now it's Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. From the 43, here's second down and 2. Now Smith going to change the play. Throwing now is Gino. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
There we go.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Short throw caught by Bowers. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
1st down, Raiders.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, wife, Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. You need mobile, that's my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby. You know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose.
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. Off we go from Cleveland. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
On the ground, it's the rookie who played in-state over in Columbus. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If they need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
47-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Browns first down.
9-yard line.
Ready? Liking it. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Quick hitting slant there. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. I think these two might have a really bright future together, and the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tuck-in. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd
On 3rd and goal, Sanders. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play action now. It's Gino. That one complete. It's Ian Thomas. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. On the ground, here comes Ashton Genty. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defense. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Raider first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Las Vegas.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will score. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
As Stewart on first down, he'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Sanders now off the bootleg. Out to his right. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Shador. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 59 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-3 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they go to work on 1st and goal.
Sixty Maverick. Get it. Ready.
Now it's Sanders. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Gino. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
First down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here we go.
They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Third down. 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Off the play fake. It's Smith. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's a handoff to Genty. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Drop this one down to Genty. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. He's going to bring up fourth down. Gino going to throw for it. Open man, right side. He's got it. Going to have the Raiders first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. To throw, here's Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Run right up the gut, Genty. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, fourth down. Run the toss to Genty. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. His kick is good. And the Raiders will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Pierre Strong on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Okay, ready?
with a run by Judkins. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second down.
Here's 2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go. 60 Bobcats. 70.
To throw is Sanders. Off road, right side, taken by Njoku. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock says 35 seconds till halftime. First and 10.
Hey, let's go. 70 Lions.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it'll be second down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Again, working deep downfield. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Smith. That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Hopkins has to check on the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Browns go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Mostert now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. To start the drive. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's Gino. To the right side. Hauled in by Myers. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. Here's Gino. The man is Horton. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A second down throw for Smith. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, they go with Mostert. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Here's Genty. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Gino. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. They get 18 on that one. First down, Vegas.
First down.
They go play action with Smith. He'll be forced outright. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
Brings up second down.
Second down, they need 7. Smith now. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Myles Garrett. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Smith. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll run with Jenkins to begin the drive. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
Brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the gun, it's Shador. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give. It's Sampson. And they bring him down but not until he crosses midfield. They go play action now with Sanders. This is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, steady.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
That's good. Browns, first down.
Judkins now on first and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second.
Here's Sanders to throw. A throw caught by Judy on the outside.
That's good. 4A.
On play action, Shador. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down here, Sanders. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5. A big one here in the fourth quarter to gain of 43 yards.
Let's go.
Sampson will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here comes a return from the end zone. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. He's got Myers on the complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and
this is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. Oh, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
It'll be a pickup for 10. Good for a Raider 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
1st down, Las Vegas.
From the shotgun, Smith forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Dog Pound, as usual, doing their part. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders...
And he's going to go down! The pressure too much! And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now on 2nd and long.
Geno Smith sack. A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Geno. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go. Smith. He's going to look downfield once again. He's got it. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Here's Genty. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Smith's going to keep this himself. And he is upended. Boy, awkward looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal. Geno gonna throw for it. This caught, and it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. One final play. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, it's Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to take a shot down the field. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's going to dial up another deep ball. This one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
Liking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Sanders. The throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This one to win it in overtime. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. So it's a win for the Browns. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.
The sun is up. So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last so long. Don't have the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here for it for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the that my homies got rich with that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the and the it'll load them, but I'm gonna the place with them car. I see the bums that be wishing we end in the ditch of the pain that see them and hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we get. And sure everything come up full circle. We're from nothing to something, got all of us jumping it that we made from the air. We went from running it with nothing to stop it, just feeding the neighborhood, bruh. There ain't a person alive that be matching the vibe, and honesty ain't even fair. There ain't a do with the drive and the vision like I have unless I go look in the mirror, baby. So run it up. The sun is up. To run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Working for real, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come above. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab a then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, culture carried down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning. Find me where people are mourning, man. Cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. Savage is speaking a language, y'all. You don't understand, you a foreigner. But nobody needs an advantage now. We needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case. Never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you. There will never be just in the face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today. But we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Like this, she trying to show me something. I got flows for days. Me and my red light, you know, you don't want to. We ain't spike going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that, about my shows up. All in the kitchen can't get the cold up. You know, double O kick that we told us.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos 45-yard
on the ground. B.J. Gibbons gets it. We have him gain up about a handful there. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. He's got it, complete to Downs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. That's good for a gain of 5. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First trip to the red zone for the Colts. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20.
Let's go.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who could, well, eat up space when lanes are open. A little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Ready? Go.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
50. Go street.
Going from the pistol, Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
On the stick.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
18, pioneer. 19.
Now Richardson to throw. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts will jump back to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Fielded at the 7. And And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. He lets one fly deep downfield. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They take the handoff. Now Richardson. Taken in by Downs, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Colts, 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running right, this is Taylor. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the 2nd quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Pitch to Taylor. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He's got to his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle.
Oh, they drive the lateral. It's a live ball. And the Broncos corral it. Cuts back to this. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you could read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Ashton Doolin now to return. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Brought in inside the 20. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Check smash, check smash.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing now, Richardson. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Lightning, 18.
That's a gain of 6.
Buffalo, 18.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
Richardson now, 3rd and 2. Bails out of the pocket quick. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down.
Step 2. Bronco 80.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Now starting the ground with Dobbins. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They're going for it. It's Nix. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 2nd quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Doolin. Showing a little burst so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts pushing for a late spark before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Once more now, it's Richardson. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
This is going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
That's good for a Colts.
Here's Giddens. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's got it. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we've got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick Snad a throw. And trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Nick's with it on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, the ball's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Nick's from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And 3 yards is all he's going to get with second down. Just before halftime, you get a timeout, take it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And they'll have it up to around the 23-yard line on the play. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's it, second. One last play before the break.
Check, smash, check, Cougar 19. Steady.
First down, and they go right back to him. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Dumped off to his running back. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. They call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards, second down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's whole hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Back to throw it. He's got Sutton complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing on first down, Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. So that brings up second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits him on the out route. through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And Nelson Rager just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Second and 9.
Here's Nix to throw. And he has it to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Doolin. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Kick the handoff, now Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. There's a handoff for Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. First down, ball at the 36.
19-18. Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good.
19 Tiger.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Richardson on first and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. Brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Working quickly here.
18 Cardinal.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Cup 19.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Hey, smash Broncos. Rig alert. 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Desperation time here. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. A give right side to Dobbins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Jump off caught by his back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
A tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. He'll throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the 1st on 4th down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to throw. Got near the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Start on the ground. Taylor escapes a defender. And good forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. This underneath to Taylor. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts losing by 7. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, Taylor. territory. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw it. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Clock's working against him here as they hurry to that line.
First down. First and 10.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Here we go, set. Count to 60, count to 60.
Back to throw. Taken in by Pierce. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
Here he is to throw. He's got Pierce. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. A run here with Taylor. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
From a great throw to a nice route to catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. He's trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Got a man. Bailey has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. A very short kick here from the right hand.
Makes the score.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Indy.